One of my longtime patients brought her elderly mother, who was in her 80s, to our clinic. And as the mother entered the consultation room, I thought, wow, she's in another time and place. I mean, she looked totally vacant. I looked at her eyes and I couldn't even tell if there was anybody there. And she sat down at the consultation chair next to her daughter and she started picking at her shawl and moving her head rapidly back and forth like something was wrong. And so her daughter said, Mom, what's wrong? What's wrong? And the mother said, I just want a menu. What does it take to get a menu here? And the daughter said, well, mother, we're in a clinic and the nice man is going to help with your memory. Memory, memory. I have a perfectly good memory. Well, mom, if you had perfectly good memory, what did you have for lunch? I had for lunch what I had for lunch. Now, can I get a menu, please? Well, the daughter practically begged me to take the mother's pulse, but the mother would not give me her wrist. And the mother, when I asked if she would stick out her tongue as part of a tongue diagnosis exercise, and she stuck out her tongue very angrily at me. And she said she was miserable and her pain was 6,000. And her mother said, Mother, you said your pain is 6,000. What do you mean? And the mother said, well, at least it wasn't a million. Ha 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 ha. So I saw the mother a year later, and the brain herbs and nutrients really worked. There was a brightness about her. There was a whole person beyond the eyes and an optimism with her. So now I'm going to discuss some of the herbs we used in helping her to regain her cognitive health. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and be sure to hit the alert button to be notified of new videos each week. So now we're going to talk about brain herbs. And the main brain herb, or the most popular brain herb in my mind, is ginkgo biloba. And I've been using ginkgo biloba since 1985 when I first heard about it. Ginkgo biloba has been used for thousands of years in Chinese medicine, only they use the fruit, they don't use the leaf. So it was I believe the Germans who figured out in the 1950s or 60s that if you really concentrated the heck out of ginkgo leaf, it could really help with cognitive functioning and also circulation. And so basically, the Germans developed a prescription drug from very concentrated ginkgo. Well, they started publicizing all the information about the research on Alzheimer's and poor circulation and vascular dementia with ginkgo. And what started showing up is that everybody and his brother got ginkgo leaves and they tinctured it. And people were coming to our clinic and going, ginkgo is supposed to be good for the memory, but nothing's happening. And I've been taking the formula for 6 months. And I said, well, that's because you use ginkgo tincture. All the evidence is on highly concentrated ginkgo extract that's compressed into capsules or tablets. And typically the German manufacturers will add like 50 pounds of ginkgo leaves in to make 1 pound of finished extract. And now they're making it in China as well, ginkgo leaf extract. So the bottom line is that you have to make sure your product is potent. But what I'm encouraged about is that really studies are starting to show that in addition to having a lot of people with uh, vascular dementia, Alzheimer's disease, or just age-related cognitive decline, ginkgo is a promising herb. But you may hear these in the research. The mainstream media has a negative bias. They have a positive bias in terms of pharmaceuticals. That means if the pharmaceutical has the slightest benefit, it's huge. This is a breakthrough. And if the nutrient is a breakthrough, it's like, well, the study was done poorly. Well, it's just one study. So basically, the study showed that it has a good effect on circulation. It has a good effect on mental processing type energy, and it may be part and parcel of a treatment for long-term cognitive decline. So, just to review the scientific research, in 2003, a UCLA study found ginkgo biloba improved verbal recall and improved age-related memory problems. So the key is that ginkgo is not necessarily an herb for a 7-year-old who has ADD. It's more for it's more of an herb for middle age and elderly patients. Brain scans have shown that ginkgo leaf extracts increase blood flow to the brain. Healthy cerebral blood flow improves problem solving, memory loss, and long term cognitive health. And what Andrew has found in using this herb for 35 years, it's a very good herb. And I use it as an adjunct for circulation from the head to the toe. Ginkgo leaf extract is an antioxidant and helps maintain long term health. And ginkgo leaf extract is particularly good for mental stress. So there are definitely many benefits for ginkgo. And my take home message is use ginkgo in combination, use ginkgo in highly concentrated pills and tablets or capsules, and use it in conjunction with other ingredients. The next one actually has more, in my mind, has more promising research, although it's less well known, and it's gotu kola. Now, this isn't the same as kola nut, which has caffeine. This is gotu kola, which is comes from the Ayurvedic tradition or Indian medical tradition. And its Latin name is Centilla asiatica, and it's been shown in studies to promote brain cell growth, and even low concentrations of gotu kola have been shown to protect neuron cells against oxidative stress. And also, gotu kola has antioxidant qualities that help scavenge the brain of damaging free radicals. And this supports long term brain health. And so, like ginkgo, I don't really see gotu kola as being a standalone ingredient, but I do see it as an excellent ingredient to be put in tablets and as well as capsules. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about is tea. And now, one of the things that sort of baffles researchers is that no matter what it's for, tea is one of the best selling herbs on the planet, of course. And but that it appears, most of the studies that I've reviewed at least appear that the caffeine has a role in whether it's losing weight or cognitive performance. So, sort of the interesting thing is many of us don't want to take too much caffeine, and for good reason. But caffeine may be part of the reason that tea is effective. Another reason that tea, particularly green tea, may have some positive cognitive benefits is something called EGCG. So EGCG is a constituent, and I believe it's mostly found in green tea. It may be in black tea as well, but this is something very important for cancer protection and also for neuroprotection or protecting the brain. The next one I want to talk about is coffee. And so coffee contains caffeine. Coffee independently has many health benefits, including helping to benefit cognitive functions. And one of the things I'm taking is coffee in a gummy. I actually take green coffee extract and phosphatidylserine, or PS, in a gummy. And this really helps my mental fatigue or brain fog quite a bit. I take 2 gummies and I chew them up, try to put them under the tongue for some sublingual absorption. There is sugar in the product, but it really helps with brain fog. And so the final ingredient I want to talk about is soy, and specifically PS, or phosphatidylserine, from soy. So if you're allergic to soy, there is phosphatidylserine that's made chemically without soy. But as an herbalist, I feel that the soy extracted phosphatidylserine is the way to go. And what I'm here to tell you is that extracts of soy phosphatidylserine have been shown to strongly improve cognitive functions, particularly in elderly patients. Now, dosage is very important to results in Chinese medicine and also Western medicine as well. And phosphatidylserine usually dosage range is anywhere from 50 milligrams. The clinical study I mentioned, where older people were taking it, and it had really great results, but they were taking 300 milligrams of phosphatidylserine or PS per day. So this is an herb that can be used again. Phosphatidylserine, in order to get the concentrations from soy, the only way you can get that is by a tablet or a capsule. So that's another ingredient that would work better in a tablet or capsule. So you want to look for the ingredient phosphatidylserine. You want to look for high concentrations, and you also want to look for the correct dosage. Well, this concludes today's workshop on brain health. I have one more tip to give you, and that's a book by Jim Quick called Limitless. And I've found that this book is very useful for people with brain fog, cognitive uh, energy, or just really willing to get more out of their brain. And so Jim Quick's book is called Limitless, and the subtitle is Upgrade Your Brain, Learn Anything Faster, and unlock your exceptional life. Be sure to subscribe, that really helps us, and let us know what you think. For more information, visit our website, getwellfoundation.org. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.